On the 5th day of Christmas, 87 gave to me. Before we start, please subscribe, like this video, and jingle the bell. You all know how the heartless algorithm works. Or do we? Maybe it could be a future SCP story? A Christmas tale from the SCP Foundation. Snow, cookies, present. 5 mugs of eggnog later, Christopher Hastings woke up in a daze in the common room where E2512, the Christmas tree, was, with Dr. Partridge having just come in. Not noticing the scattered mugs lying about, he nodded at Hastings and looked up at the angel on top. Have we heard back from theology about that? Not yet, sir, Chris said, rubbing his face. I tried to talk to Dr. Sinclair last night, but they were trying to summon a demon to take over the site. That she was in the middle of an experiment, so I said I'd be back later. No, you idiot. Very well, Dr. Partridge sighed. Have we tried destruction testing yet? Sir, Agent Ewell stepped into the room, looking distinctly yellow and frustrated. I'd prefer if you didn't try to burn down an anomaly in the middle of a public common room. Who said anything about fire? We need acid. I agree with Agent Ewell, sir. Dr. Partridge looked at Hastings. Christopher, you do realize the scientific value of this, correct? Scientific value? It's a Christmas tree with lights that appeared when people got into the Christmas spirit. Unless we're planning to research whether or not trees can be living mood rings, I fail to see the value. He crossed his arms. Besides, Bailey's the one who brought it in. Maybe we should ask him about it? He's out of town, Ewell said, Christopher instantly picking up on the innuendo there. Dr. Partridge did not. Right, Dr. Partridge frowned. I'll go talk to Father Plum in theology. Hastings, you try to talk to Sinclair again. All right. Chris swallowed and started to head down to the Occult Studies Laboratory. On the way down, he avoided Dr. Hendricks and knocked on the laboratory door. Maybe they had banished it. Dr. Sinclair opened the door and frowned. Oh, Hastings, what do you want? I want to consult you about E2512. I believe some magical activity might be taking place in it. I suppose I could be of some help. She shrugged. Well, come in. We've made cookies. We? Don't tell me. Sinclair held up her hands. I haven't let him out of the testing chamber. I'm not an idiot. But he just conjured an oven out of nowhere and started making gingerbread men. So you actually did summon a Krampus? Yes, and he's provided a fair bit of information about jolly old Saint Nick. Absolutely fascinating. Did you know he could speak 5 different languages? And he might be affiliated with Dr. One. A crackle came on from the testing chamber's communication as the Krampus pressed the button. Fräulein, either let him in or don't. You're, as you say, waffling. Christopher frowned and entered the room, Dr. Sinclair letting him in. She looked him over. So, you wanted to talk about the tree? Christopher nodded. You found my notes on the floor. I take it. Yes, they were out of order and nonsensical. Something about a Christmas curse. Just because weird shit happens around here on holidays doesn't mean this place is cursed. It just means that it's a nexus. But the candles. Ah, yes, the beeswax candles. What about them? Right here. Chris dug into his pocket to take out the sample bag containing single candle he had broken in 2, only to find 2 full-size ones in there. Oh dear. Right. Dr. Sinclair took the bag and took out a candle and broke it. Over the course of about a minute, 2 new candles formed. Hydration magic. Then, Hastings raised an eyebrow. What does this have to do with water? Hydration in the sense that if you cut one, 2 more grow in its place. She made a mock salute. Hail, hydrate. She then let out a laugh, leaning against a table so she didn't fall over. As she did, she made the scars on her forearms noticeable. Christopher groaned and failed to suppress a laugh. 1. That was a horrible pun. 2. That was completely unprofessional. 3. I am ashamed that I found that funny and got the reference. and 4. What does this mean? I don't know. Several forms of Phi, mainly leprechauns, use it to trick humans. And no, it's not really called hydration. But it's a much better name than duplication. Don't you think? Christopher sighed. It sucks being right. You know that. But fairies? Why? I dunno. We could ask Bailey when he comes back from out of town. Until then, she offered a plate of cookies. Ginger snapped. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and comment. Subscribe and jingle the Christmas bell.